Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Serious Strategy Game and we're playing Rule the Waves 2, where we're playing as the US in war against Germany. And we are losing that war, even though we've got a lot more forces in Northern Europe, which is close to their bases, of course. We are still not doing that great. We have got Norway in a previous episode, but on the other hand, in the Baltic Sea and in the North Sea, we are very much hammered by by German aircraft, so it's not really going that great. There are a lot of ships being sunk already. We've lost 2 light cruisers, 2 destroyers. All of that is not that great. So let's see whether we can do any better. We've made some adjustments. We've adjusted our air groups. So most importantly, on our Montana, we've now got 2 fighter squadrons, 1 torpedo bomber squadron. Well, and you know what? I guess we should change the numbers here just slightly, so that we are bringing down the number of torpedo bombers, and we are bringing up the number of fighters. This is a little bit of a change that happened also during World War II, of course, when, I think it might make sense to expand this group and simply, well, you know what we can probably do is just change the number here to 16. I think that's going to be alright. Right, let's change the number to 6. Can I actually do that? Yes, no, I cannot. Disband this group? Yes, please. Yeah, so this is a change that happened during World War II as well, when the Americans just over time developed that their fighters weren't really doing enough to protect their air bases, so yeah, I think this is an okay change. Right, let's take the next turn. Top spy, Japanese dive bomber. The Japanese have a dive bomber. We do not have a dive bomber yet. So we need to be... And here we go. This is another cruise action in the Baltic Sea. And I think we have to accept that battle. It's early morning, so we'll need to be mindful of air attacks. And this is probably going to be the last time that I do accept this, if this fails another time. Right, let's see what's going to happen over here. We sight an unknown ship. Of course, we're going to max speed. We are going to go sort of towards the north because the wind is blowing from the southwest. So I think that's going to be alright. I would rather like to be on the leeward side of everything. These seem to be rather slow, so they might not be heavy cruisers. They might be trade ships, actually. We've got 2 light cruisers. They are fairly modern. Okay, let's actually go for 5 minutes here. Okay, so it's morning now. Now we know they are heavy cruisers, and that does mean we should definitively withdraw, because these are much stronger than we are. So we're gonna actually try to run away here. And they are coming around as well. So yeah, let's see whether that does anything good for us. I guess what we should really check, we haven't done really much with our air groups ourselves, but let's check. So in Stavanger, we should see, in the airbase of Stavanger, we should see these torpedo bombers. You are unready. Why are you unready? Can I get you ready? No strike capable units available. Show air formations. Handle CAP and recon. Yeah, the recon is fine. That's alright. I would rather like you to perform an airstrike. Well, we'll have to see. What have we got over here? Another light cruiser squadron. Okay, let's see whether we can run away from these heavy cruisers. We have a very small speed advantage against them. It's nothing too critical though, so let's see. Here are another couple of our light cruisers. You should run away, otherwise we'll be losing you. These aren't AI controlled, so... and they're gonna end up in battle there. That's rather bad. That's really bad. Can I get you two ready in any way? Well. Okay, so our AI control units prefer to engage these German heavy cruisers. They've got 8-inch guns. They've got a couple of 5-inch guns as well. They've got 4 inches of belt armor. Our guys do only have 6-inch guns. More of those. 3-inch belt armor. Improved directors. What have they got? Do we know about that? We do not. 10,000 tons. we've got 7,000 tons. You know, if we have 4 ships and they do have 2, let's close in. If our light cruisers are going to be that way, we are going to try and do some damage over here. Let's try to cross their T. Although I think it's rather irrelevant if they are firing on one of our units. So here we go. Hatter class opens on Clarksville. That's actually pretty good because that means only the frontal turret is firing on us, and that's actually one of these turrets is out of action, so that's pretty good. That actually means they only have 1 turret left over here and 2 of these turrets, so we'll need to be mindful of that, but we are coming in here at high speed, and very soon our turrets are going to look in the right direction, I hope. Cleveland is firing and scoring a hit on the Hatter class. That's actually pretty nice. More fire all around. Hopefully the Clearwater and Clinton are going to come in. Yeah, no, that's fully under AI control, so we have no control whatsoever about these guys. Okay, so our front turrets are in action, but our rear turrets aren't. So we'll need to adjust course a little bit, hopefully to bring our rear turrets in action. Let's advance time. Yeah, there we go. Our rear turrets are in action. Clarksville is hit on turret B, but it doesn't seem to penetrate, so that's good. Yeah, now we have all of our turrets in action, but so do they. So all in all, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turrets in action against us. They are turning around slightly, which potentially is good. I mean, these flags are obscuring their frontal turrets, but they might not actually be in action. Okay, let's actually briefly check on the flags over here. I do not want the flags. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, they are still using their frontal turrets. Clarksville is hit twice with penetration. Let's try to turn around by 90 degrees and come into their rear, so that their frontal turrets are that they can't use these anymore. Yeah, so frontal turrets out of action, that means only 2 rear guns are in action now. Nope, but they are coming around. But at the very least we are coming towards a good sign here on the wind. One hit scored on them. 1 hit scored on us. Their turret is back in action, so that's not good. Cleveland engine room hit. That's not great. Okay, can I get these destroyers to not be AI controlled, to be independent, to be line ahead, to be max speed, to be coming down here and try to do a torpedo run? Cleveland, near miss. Hatter class hit, but Clarksville, another engine room hit. Max speed is down. Lawrence is hit by medium guns, nonetheless. 20 knots, 25 knots. That guy might be a little bit damaged. Lawrence near miss. Do need to see the torpedo range. It should be alright actually. Don't think we'll be very effective at this, but at the very least we are starting to deal some damage against these Hatter classes. Come on, launch your torpedoes. Another Hatter class hit. Okay, so we're going to withdraw our destroyers. And specifically, I think you need to go a little bit slower. Now these guys are coming in and scoring hits on the Hatter, hopefully. Not really. No, Clarksville is being pummeled over here. I think these guys might have very low ammunition. Look at this. Only 1 turret is in action. Same here. I think the Germans might have squeezed on ammo a little bit, so you know what, let's actually close in a little. Are we using all of our turrets? We are. Good. Are they using their turrets? No. Only 1 turret each. This guy is not firing at all anymore. Well, the secondaries are. The primaries aren't. I mean, their secondary guns are just 1 inch smaller than our main guns, so we'll have to keep that in mind. But yeah, we are causing some damage here. Specifically on this guy. Heavy damage. I would really, really, really like to destroy one of these guys. Light damage. Okay, so where are our destroyers? Okay, you can come down again. Let's go to max speed. Try to do some torpedo runs. Don't want to get too close because of their secondary guns. They're still well capable of dealing some damage. And we are being hit. We are being hit hard. Torpedo tubes hit. No good. Clarksville near miss. Clarksville turret destroyed. This is actually not going that great for us. Crusader Recon. I don't think we have any strike capable units. Not ooh, I think the air bases are under AI control all the time. Cleveland secondary battery hit. Hertha class and Cleveland hit. I mean, they don't have any primary guns anymore. Cleveland, saltwater enters something. Current speed is only 25 knots. No, 21. Okay, I think we'll need to withdraw. Cleveland hit on this distance. How good are their 5-inch guns? Okay, here we go. Clinton, you can withdraw, please. Right. Unfortunate, but I don't think it makes sense to pursue them further. Yeah, and they're now out of range. Let's go 20 knots so we can infect some damage repairs. And I think that's going to be it for this battle. We've been beaten rather badly. Ooh, there's one of our recon planes coming back. There's one going south. We have a report from over here, but that's probably just the single enemy. And I do want to get home, because I do not want to be hit by the enemy. Right, ultra fast, yeah. So soon this battle should be over. Scenario is over. They had a couple of transport ships. Germany, marginal victory. This is so disappointing. All the time. Great Britain is rebuilding a couple of ships. Great Britain building a couple of coastal batteries. That's interesting. A couple of guys being re-equipped. Stuff happening in the west coast and so on. Unfortunate. Okay. A couple of our ships are suffering some damage. These battleships all have some engine trouble, so we'll need to withdraw them. That's unfortunate, but fine all in all. Anyone in the American East Coast? You are, but you shouldn't. You should be. That's fine. All of you guys are crammed, so you should be on the East Coast. Same with all of you. You shouldn't, though. Let's move these guys towards Northern Europe. There we go. We are suffering some shortage of funds, but I think very soon we are going to get the Saratoga class cruisers. First actually the Langley, and at that point we should be out of financial trouble, basically. So let's think about our research, though. I think it might make sense to maybe dial this down a little bit. We have a medium focus on naval guns, which is fine. I think we actually have to prioritize anti-aircraft artillery. Naval aviation higher than air is still high, that's good. Aircraft operation is fine. Submarines I don't really care about. Torpedo technology is low. Maybe we should get to medium. Light forces, let's dial this up a little bit towards medium at the very least. Yeah. 4-inch twin dual purpose mounting. I would like to keep this high. Okay, sorry, had to put a little cut in there. Right, okay, so that's okay. Let's take the next turn. German dive bomber, Blumenfoss. Interesting. We don't have a dive bomber yet. Unexpected advances in fire control. Secondary director for light cruisers. That's very, very new, nice to see. New torpedo bomber is good to see. Submarine has sunk one of our corvettes in a gun duel. Battleship engagement. That's what I've been hoping for. They're declining the battle though, and that does give us some victory points. That's alright. Anyone else need to be put towards Northern America or the East Coast? Yes, we do. There we go. Fine, fantastic. And all of these guys on the East Coast can actually come back towards Northern Europe. Good. Still some money left. But we are building... Oh, did we actually gain some money? I wouldn't know why. Okay, let's dial this back up then. Next turn. Trouble figuring out the concept of improved electric engines. That's unfortunate. Stavanger has been built up, so do we want to assign more aircraft automatically? No, I do not. I want to... Ooh, proud to enter. So currently our best flying boat is the Curtiss Crusader. That's basically a scout plane. And we're being offered another one. The new one is slightly slower. And has less range. And less firepower. And less maneuverability. But it can carry bombs. Pretty heavy bombs though, too. So, no, I do not want that. I think the range is the most important. Another battleship engagement, and the Germans do decline that again. So at least we're slowly edging towards some victory points over here. Also for blockading the enemy, so that's nice to see. Yeah. Right. And again, just the labor's task of moving ships. No, sorry, not rebuilding ships. Just moving ships towards the East Coast. Thank you. Everyone else is fine. Some goes on the East Coast. I think I want to cancel the Olympia class at some point. Come on. This is really not a good ship anymore. I mean, it does carry mines and that's nice, but you know what? I'm gonna scrap this ship because A, it's the only ship of its class and it's just bothering me to keep the logistics up here. It's costing us some money and I don't think it's a good ship because it has cramped accommodations. And that does mean we can't really use it anywhere. And that's no good. Right. You guys are on foreign station, that's okay. You are in the active fleet. You know what? We should potentially put you to foreign station. And that's okay. Good. Right. Just one more turn till we get our carrier. Langley is commissioned. Delaware has condenser trouble. Army wants to prepare for an offensive. The President is asking for your opinion. And we could get only the Navy. But you know what? I think it makes sense to actually let the Army gain some victory points. It means we have less money. But I think it should be alright. Ah, damn it. Somewhat sluggish. And we're losing more ships to enemy torpedoes. That's no good. A coastal raid. I don't want to do coastal raids. But I think I'm forced to. Right, so the good thing is it's night. It's the twin light, basically. So that's good to see. We do have our light cruisers. That is very nice to see. We should potentially go to squadron max speed. And let's get over here along the coast. It's kind of nice to that it's not, because that night basically means that we'll not be having any trouble with the enemy aircrafts, so that's okay. What are the destroyers actually doing here? They're screening. You know what, that's fine. Right. So here we go, sailing over here. I think we can go to very fast speed. We're going at high speeds. Now it's night. And night is actually favoring us due to two reasons. Whoop, there we go, ship sighted. Firstly, we don't have to fear enemy air engagements. And secondarily, even if we do meet their heavy cruisers, it's probably going to be in torpedo range, so that's going to be alright. That seems to be a destroyer though. So let's make sure to maneuver a little bit here to make sure we are not being hit by torpedoes. And you can actually see the destroyer is hitting the clear water over here with their guns. But we are raking them, I think, pretty badly. But again, we need to make sure that we are turning quite a bit. Otherwise, we'll be suffering torpedo damage. Wait a minute, how did you get that many damage? Limits flooding, near miss. Just a 4-inch gun hit, and you're suffering flotation damage. That's pretty bad. There we go. Destroyer is sunk. So let's get back to our original course. And advance time again. Very fast. I think we can go here just to try to find some merchantmen and stuff. Didn't find anything, so let's get back over here. I'm gonna advance in single 1-minute pips over here, simply because I think it's rather likely that we do meet some enemies here in this general vicinity around Helgoland. Okay, let's actually go at normal speed over here. I'd really like to see and destroy a second ship, basically. Will we find anything though? I do not want to stay around for the morning. Wait. Here we go, another ship, another destroyer. Look at that, we are actually launching torpedoes at them. Of course not hitting anything. V3 class, you are certainly carrying torpedoes, aren't you? Yes, 6 torpedo tubes. I mean, we are scoring a lot of hits on this guy. Damn it! How can you suffer a torpedo hit? That's unfortunate. Okay, you need to chase this guy. Okay, and you actually... Let's get out of AI control, that's fine. And you're gonna stop for the second. Simply to limit flotation damage. Come on, where's that destroyer? There it is. Let's rake it. Come on. Open fire! We all know it's that destroyer. Oh, come on. This is pathetic. How's the Lawrence doing? Flooding is very low, so that's okay. You're probably gonna survive, which is nice. Let's get very fast over here. Oh, goddammit, it's morning. We're gonna need to move out of here. And quickly. Because soon the aircraft will be coming. I had the feeling there were more aircraft over here, so we're gonna ignore this place for now. Ooh, there's another ship. Seems to be a very slow one though. AMC. Yeah, it's probably a transport ship only. Kind of doubt that whether it's an armored merchantman. Yeah, it's a transport ship. Medium class. We're just gonna sink that. Which is fantastic actually. Because that will allow us to score a victory if we do get out of here. And if we sink it. Come on. It's a civilian ship. Just sink it. You've got 6-inch guns. And torpedoes. Come on. And send a torpedo there. Come on, come on, come on. Yes, okay, we've sunk it. No, I do not want to detach anyone to pick up ships, survivors. I want to get out of here as fast as possible, basically. Right, and there's another ship. We might sink that one on the way. I'm not going to slow down for it, though. Yeah, there we go. Starting to fire on it. Funny that it's not running away. So it's an unknown ship. Okay, up over here. Interesting. Do you want to detach Whipple? Yes, I think we can detach a destroyer. are approaching Mackel, so we do see a couple of 8 torpedo bombers over here. It's not a big surprise. You can actually see Clearwater maneuvering here. To avoid torpedoes, I wonder? Let's get out of here. As fast as possible. Cleveland and Clearwater are now back in line. So that's nice to see. But yeah, we're still awfully close to their territory. Okay. But we just... I was just about to say that we are just about to make it out of here. So, but we've got 4 more Fiesler strike craft. Don't exactly know what they are. Enemy level bombers, okay. No medium guns. One destroyer is suffering... Which one? Sorry, the Mackel is suffering a bomb hit. 300 kilogram. Heavy flooding. Flooding is pretty bad, yeah. Okay. So you need to actually... Well... Let's hope that these guys only did bomb the destroyer over here. And you know what, let's not make you AI controlled. Let's slow you down entirely for a second over here. Simply so you can decrease your flooding a little bit. More strike craft. I would never have thought that so early in the war we'd be suffering from so many air attacks. How are you doing with your flooding? Your flooding is fine now. You just need to accelerate. And at the very least, the Cleveland and Clearwater are trying to make it out of there, so that's okay. And come on. Hopefully we'll get... Oh, God damn it. Fires 1 AA gun. No enemy aircraft hit. Stewart is avoiding torpedoes. Stewart is this one. Okay, how is this guy avoiding torpedoes if we are being told the enemy is over here? That I do find a little bit weird. So our light cruisers are now under attack as well. Cleveland and Clearwater. Oh my, just look at their range though. Well, probably they are coming... No, they can't be coming from over here. I do think they must be coming from down there. Okay. Apparently this air attack is over. We're gonna go on a slightly different course to get further away from the German bases. Yeah, so 2 destroyers heavily damaged. That's alright, we did sink a couple of enemy ships. Probably 3 ships or so. There we go, our first scout craft. Do come down here. They've got a good range, I have to say. Probably they're being shot down though. They're actually going over Germany, which I do find funny. Yeah, you can actually see the naval air station in Emden is firing. Ooh, you're doing a level bombing attack on Stavanger. No, sorry. From Stavanger, you are attacking Emden. Interesting. So we've got 11 torpedo boats that are shooting down or hitting here, or trying to hit. Interesting. Good. Well, that's nice. Right, so heavy damage to one of our destroyers, medium damage to one of theirs, sunk a corvette, sunk 2 auxiliary ships, heavily damaged a destroyer. All in all, we can call this somewhat of victory. 500 net points, that's good to see, plus 110 from our blockade, so that is good to see. Delaware does have some condenser trouble, so it's probably stuck for the second. The other guys we are going to send back towards Northern Europe then. Northern Europe, there we go. And that's pretty okay. We are still losing a lot of money. And it's probably due to the Langley coming into service as well. It's pretty expensive. It's one of our most expensive ships actually. Not quite as expensive as the battleships, but it's a very nice ship. It does allow for 82 aircraft, so I'm extremely happy about these. It does have a couple of main caliber guns, but these are probably going to be irrelevant, hopefully at the very least. We could refit it with a couple of anti-air directors. And I think this would be pretty good. Would take 6 months though, so for now I think... Did I really build you without any torpedo defenses? Did I really build you without any torpedo defenses? The Langley. Okay. You're coal-fired. Well, we'll be designing further aircraft in the future, so for now I think this is a very good place to put in a cut. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and I hope to see you guys next time. Goodbye.